Welcome back, everyone. So we have perhaps an interesting particular issue at Dragon's Den recently. So this is the Canadian edition. They have different editions of Dragon's Den in different part of the world. And so this is in Canada, a panel of investors and usual format, people come on and this couple from Quebec are presenting their product, which is a type of bubble tea, which they've called boba, but B-O-B-B-A, and it's like in a drinks bottle to be sold over the counter rather than fresh made. It's or to be sold in stores like in a bottle of Coke. It would go there in the fridge, and they were looking for I think $1 million worth of investment for about 18% of their company, and. When they're giving this pitch, like the lady, she starts off by saying, they've obviously prepared like this marketing skit, and she goes, so, are you tired of waiting in line for your bubble tea or boba? Are you, nobody even knows what's in boba, right? And the camera sort of jumps in on one of the judge's faces as he goes like, excuse me, I know what's in bubble tea, doesn't everybody? And so, but anyway, they kind of carry on with their pitch. And he says, well, yeah, this famous Taiwanese drink has now been made easier and healthier. And again, the camera zooms in on this. He's Asian. He's a Chinese-Canadian guy, actor Simu Liu. It zooms in again on his face and he's just like, healthier? And anyway, so this pitch goes on and they say various kind of ridiculous stuff that really sort of exoticizes boba, like this weird Asian thing that they're kind of simplifying for a Canadian audience, make it more normal. And then he looks at the bottle and he's looking and he says, I can't see anywhere on this bottle that says that boba tea originates in Taiwan. So anyway, he starts raising issues about cultural appropriation, about sort of alienation of this weird Asian drink. And he just said, look, you're going to have to go away and work on this pitch because I really don't like the taste of your marketing. And he tries the tea and then some of the other judges are like, oh, but at least it tastes good. And he's like, Not really.
Won't taste good at that point.
Not really, yes. And apparently they got loads of hate online. They got death threats. I mean, that's just standard. Basically these days, if someone doesn't like what you do or say for any reason, you get a death threat. And so, but they're already in stores. This product is already being sold. They just
looking. Needed investment.
They just needed investment. So some of the stores are a bit like, oh no, what's going to happen? Is this brand going to get boycotted? And anyway, yes. So they upset a lot of people.
Wow.
And it was mostly the marketing pitch. If they'd said it differently and been a bit more culturally sensitive and not kind of rude and exoticizing, I think they might have thought it was a good product because it kind of made sense.
I mean,
bubble tea in a
I was like, they could just say like, oh, if you don't want to wait in line, we got it in the stores now. Yeah. Everyone loves boba tea, bubble tea. I used to the first one I ordered was boba tea. I don't think it was their brand though.
Oh no, I think they're fairly recently.
Yeah. So I don't think it was theirs, but it was so I've always called it boba, but now it's called bubble tea.
That's an anglicization of the name. Apparently, boba tea has been around since about the 1980s. That was when it took off in Taiwan, and then it spread all over the world, and it's been popular ever since. So anyway, yes, learn to have a more sensitive marketing pitch if you're going to be redeveloping somebody else's cultural product.
Yeah. Give it its dues.
Definitely. So let's get into some other questions surrounding this issue.
Okay.
So why do you think bubble tea has become so popular? And I'll let you ask me the second part.
Okay. Yeah, this is the dislike part. I think one of the reasons is you can use the bubbles as projectiles through the straws. The first thing we did was that, which is amazing. I think it comes from the watermelon seed type idea. But no, it's for one, it's milk tea, which is, again, a lovely, great tasting drink that everyone loves. Well, maybe everyone loves.
That's the bit I like.
Okay,
I like the
that's
milk
the bit
tea
you like. Okay. The bit that I would guess would be the part that people didn't like were the like tapioca balls. And they're, chewy and sweet, and I believe you can get them in different flavors sometimes as well.
These days, yeah.
And so, yeah, there's a lot to be texturally. There's a lot going on in bubble tea, which is quite fun and tasty for most people.
Yes.
Most people.
Well, you've already caught my gripe. It's the balls. I don't like that like wobbly, blubbly texture, especially in a drink. It feels weird.
So like rice cake is not a thing for you either.
I can deal with a rice cake, but it's not my favorite, and it's not swimming around in my drink.
Drinks should be drinks.
I'm just not used to having big blobs in my drink. It's that. And also, they do tend to be really sweet. If they did a slightly less sugary version, I might be a bit more into it, maybe.
Man, they could make them sweeter for me. I'm all about sugar.
I'm sweet enough already.
Okay. Yeah, that's maybe why I need it.
So what other Taiwanese foods or beverages are popular worldwide?
I was trying to think of this question just on my own, because I was like, if it's popular enough, I'll know it too. And I'm not sure exactly, but when I went to Taiwan, the things that were the most popular for me are, of course, going to be the dumplings, different types of pot stickers and dumplings. The thing is, I don't know what's originally Taiwanese and not, right?
True, yeah.
Then there's the stinky tofu, which is very popular.
Is it?
Well,
I've never tried that.
very well known. I shouldn't say popular to eat, popular to think and talk about and everything like that. But really, it was the bubble tea.
I see.
That was the only thing that I could actually look up, and the first thing is like bubble tea, bubble tea, bubble tea. Yeah.
Definitely. The big hit.
Oh, I just thought of something, and I don't know the name.
What does it look like? I might know.
It is this type of thick soup with these thin noodles, like vermicelli, I believe they're called noodles.
Like the glass noodles.
So not vermicelli, just thin like that.
Thin egg noodles.
And yes, and it tastes so good. I wish I knew the name. I ate it there like 12 times.
Taiwanese noodle soup of some variety.
Thick Taiwanese noodle soup of some variety. Eat it. It's great.
Okay, well, while you go Google searching around that, hold your horses a second. Let's go and down to the vocabulary section. Let's invest in ourselves, in our English, top it up, and then come back and see us in the next one. Bye-bye.
Pitch.
Pitch.
Rescind.
Rescind.
Cultural appropriation.
Cultural appropriation.
Profusely.
Profusely.
Microaggression.
Microaggression.